Hey guys, Andy here. Just want to make a quick video about my idatalink harness. So I have a 2010 Ford Fusion without the Sony sound system. So this thing comes normally with 3 harnesses, and that loops around, and then from that harness goes into here. There's nothing on the other end of the pin, so I cut off that harness. I believe that is for the navigation system or for the Sony sound system, because it also had the subwoofer left and right channel input for factory sub in the car. So I zip tied it all up, and you guys might be asking, why is there a switch here? Well, the reason I added the switch here was so that I can add an extension to the port right there, the micro USB port, and I'll be able to program it outside of my vehicle, so I don't have to take out my dash. But with this power harness right here, the black, red, and white, yellow, sorry, I can actually program it if this thing has power. So I added a switch in the power, the yellow cable, and now I can turn it off from the glove box and program it to my needs or whatever I need. Also then have my aux ran here, as well as I added a pigtail of a red and a black cable, the accessory cable, and the ground cable. And the reason I did this was because I'm planning on adding a backup camera as well, so I'll have power for my backup camera coming straight from here. Also, another good thing about this harness, it comes equipped with this purple white, which is a reverse wire, and this blue white. So it creates an amp turn on as well as a reverse light. So if you do get this harness and want to add a backup camera, it's super simple adding one, as this one is the exact same one as your positive from your tail light. So you can just hook this straight up into here. I don't have a backup camera yet, so whenever I put it in reverse, I don't want to see a black image. So whenever that comes in, I'll be able to connect this and this thing to power, and then there's no problem. For the steering wheel control input, there's also this long pink wire, and this gets plugged into the sync module in the center console. I will show you guys that right away. So as I mentioned, my car only has 2, and the harness comes equipped with 3, as some cars, I guess, the better models, have the Sony sound system and a navigation system maybe. My car only had 2, which is why I cut off the other one, which is right here. It also has the sub inputs that I told you guys about, plus this negative and this blue and yellow cable, which I won't be needing. Perfect. Alright, so this long pink cable that I was talking about needs to get ran under here. You guys gotta take out this cup holder situation here, and that gets tapped into the blue-orange cable on the sync module. This right here is the blue-orange. I already cut it and stripped it, so these two will just get connected like that. The sync module is under here. It is a lot easier to just, unclip it, take it out, solder it, or whatever. I will be using a butt connector. It's a lot easier to get in here. I'll crimp it properly, it shouldn't come out. As well as, one more thing about this harness is it has this OBD2 reader kind of thing in here, which can tell me gauges, tire pressures, whatever. Something that my car originally did not do. That gets ran to the OBD reader under the steering wheel, and then ran up here. And as well as there's a few extra cables that I ran, like microphone cable right here, and here's this extension that I was talking about so that I could program the Maestro from outside of the vehicle with a laptop or whatever. So I added an extension, and I ran that extension into my glove box. From the glove box, I'll easily be able to connect the laptop to the USB thing and program it. This is obviously part of the whole switch thing, as I need to turn off power to the Maestro to actually be able to program it. This is just something I found way better, because I like to change things up once in a while, and I don't want to have the same steering wheel controls, or if an update comes up and something, you know, there's always room for improvement. So I figured I'd add this while I'm at it so I can do things outside of my dash and don't have to take it all apart. Awesome, I'll get that all wired up and then I'll catch back with you. Awesome, alright, I'm back and the idatalink is all tucked behind there, the Maestro. It's all nice cable management. So I got my plug that goes to my radio. I got the aux input so I can retain the center console aux. I also have the two data connections that go from the Maestro that will plug into the back of the head unit. I got microphone. I got my USB extension so that I can use Apple CarPlay, and as well as I have 2 sets of RCAs as I'm running subs, because I already have subs here, so running 2 external amplifiers, aftermarket ones. Also, some of you guys who might be wondering, this blue-white cable here, that is a remote turn-on cable, and that also just gets plugged into this, so whenever my car turns on, the amps turn on as well. Awesome, so I ran this switch over to the glove box, and as well as another extension that is for programming the Maestro only. And yeah, also I added this extension here which fit perfectly into here, and this is what I'll be using to plug into here, and that'll get me Apple CarPlay from this cup holder situation there. Awesome. All right, so I'll finish up wiring it up and I'll catch you guys right later. Perfect, so I got it all wired up. I got my sub, my signal speakers running to my amps. I have the microphone right here. I have the data to data connection. This, you gotta actually look up on the idatalink website which ones are compatible for the idatalink Maestro, so you can see gauges or not. You can just use it as a standalone unit, but then you'd be needing the steering wheel controls adapter, which also comes with the Maestro, just in case. Also, got this in here, got the aux, the USB, and the main power, and it looks like we're getting some power here, so I'll finish putting up everything and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so I got everything wired up and everything worked perfect. And just the one thing I was going to show you guys about like the whole gauges thing, I have it customized right now so that if I press OK once, that gauges pop up. If I hold it in, then I get my tire pressures or whatever. So, and then you can also customize gauges and stuff like that. So that's the cool thing about buying a touchscreen like this that's compatible, and preferably one that also, I personally like the whole Apple CarPlay thing. And yeah, that should conclude this video. I'll get this all finished up. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and that's just about it, man. Hope you guys have a good day. Talk to you guys later.